My beloved brothers and sisters, no matter what difficulties we face in life, there is one truth that remains unshakable. Allah's power is far greater than any pain or hardship we could ever experience. We often look at our struggles and feel as though they are too heavy to bear. We may feel overwhelmed, lost, or even abandoned. But the reality is that our perception is limited, while Allah's knowledge and power are limitless. He is Al-Qadir, the all-powerful, the one whose strength encompasses the heavens and the earth. Every trial we face is within His control, and no pain is ever beyond His ability to ease. Think for a moment about the challenges you have already faced. Were you not able to survive them? Were you not able to come through them, perhaps stronger and wiser than before? That is a glimpse of Allah's strength at work in your life. What may seem unbearable in the moment is, in reality, a part of a larger plan that only Allah fully understands. Pain can test us, yes, but it cannot overpower the one who created us and watches over every heartbeat. Allah's strength is not only about physical or external power. It is about His ability to bring relief to the heart, clarity to the mind, and comfort to the soul. When we feel weak, He is strong for us. When we feel hopeless, He is hope for us. The difficulties of this world are temporary, but the mercy, guidance, and power of Allah are eternal. We must remind ourselves that no matter how deep our sadness, no matter how heavy our burden, we are never facing it alone. The Creator of all things is always with us, observing, guiding, and providing solutions in ways we may not immediately see. Sometimes, pain is a reminder of how much we rely on Allah, a test to bring us closer to Him. Our hardships teach us humility, patience, and gratitude. They show us that our own strength is limited, and that true refuge lies in the one who holds the universe in His hands. No situation is beyond His control, and no hardship can ever match the magnitude of His power. When we place our trust in Allah, we are tapping into a strength far greater than our own. So when you feel burdened, when your heart is heavy with worry or grief, remember that Allah's power is infinite and His mercy is near. Trust that He can turn your pain into ease, your trials into triumph, and your suffering into strength. Nothing in this world can surpass the might of Allah, and nothing can separate you from His support if you rely on Him with sincerity. Hold on to this truth, and you will find courage, patience, and hope, even in the darkest moments. One who controls everything has the power to change your situation, and He does so in ways that are perfect and beautiful, far beyond what we could imagine. In the journey of life, one of the most powerful tools we can possess is trust in Allah and in His perfect wisdom. When we face challenges, it is natural to feel anxious or fearful. The heart can grow heavy, and the mind can be overwhelmed with questions. Why is this happening to me? How will I get through this? But it is at that very moment that trust becomes our shield and patience our anchor. Trusting Allah does not mean we ignore our feelings or deny our pain. Rather, it means we recognize that our understanding is limited while His knowledge and wisdom are boundless. When we place our trust in Allah, we acknowledge that He knows what is best for us, even if we cannot see it in the present. We surrender our worries to Him, understanding that He is fully aware of our struggles and fully capable of relieving them. Trust is not passive. It is an active engagement of the heart and mind. It is choosing to turn to Allah in prayer to seek His guidance, and to remind ourselves constantly that no matter how difficult a situation seems, His power and mercy are far greater than anything we face. Patience works hand in hand with trust. It is the calm strength we show while waiting for Allah's decree, the quiet assurance that He is in control. Life often teaches us that relief may not come immediately, and that true growth comes through endurance. When we exercise patience, we are training our hearts to rely on Allah's timing, not our own. Patience allows us to endure trials with dignity, to face hardships without despair, and to emerge from difficulties with faith that is stronger than ever before. It is through patience that we build resilience, and through resilience we discover the depth of Allah's support in our lives. Trust and patience are intertwined in a beautiful way. When we trust Allah, we become patient with the process of life. When we are patient, our trust deepens because we see His guidance unfolding, often in ways we could not have anticipated. Even when outcomes differ from what we hoped for, trust ensures that our hearts remain content, knowing that Allah's plans are always better than our own. This mindset transforms trials into opportunities, stress into growth, and fear into peace. Remember, trusting Allah is not limited to moments of ease. It is most important during times of difficulty. When everything seems uncertain, when the pain feels overwhelming, and when the world appears to be closing in, trust and patience are the lights that guide us. They remind us that Allah's support is constant, His wisdom perfect, and His timing flawless. By relying on Him, we free ourselves from the weight of worry, we find serenity amidst chaos, and we cultivate a strength that is unshakable, even in the face of the most challenging circumstances. Every difficulty we face in life carries a purpose, even if we cannot immediately recognize it. Often when pain strikes, it feels meaningless or unfair. We ask, why me? Or why now? Yet these moments are not random. They are opportunities for growth, lessons in patience, and reminders of our dependence on Allah. Life is a test, and Allah in His infinite wisdom allows challenges to come our way, not to harm us, but to elevate us, to refine our character, and to draw us closer to Him. Trials teach us the value of strength. When everything seems to fall apart, we discover the resilience that lies within us, resilience that we may never have realized if life had always been easy. It is in the face of hardship that our faith becomes alive, our hearts grow tender, and our minds become aware of the unseen support of Allah. Every trial, no matter how small or great, carries a lesson. Sometimes it teaches gratitude for the blessings we take for granted. Other times it teaches humility, reminding us that we are not in control and that true reliance is upon Allah alone. Pain also teaches patience. It is through trials that we learn to endure, to wait for relief with hope, and to trust that Allah's plan is perfect. The discomfort we feel today may be the very thing that strengthens us for tomorrow. Often the situation that causes us sorrow is shaping our character, preparing us for something greater, or protecting us from something that could have harmed us in ways we cannot yet see. Life's difficulties are not meaningless. They are part of a divine plan that is both precise and merciful. Furthermore, trials open our hearts to empathy and compassion. When we experience hardship, we become more understanding of the struggles of others. Our pain connects us to the world around us in a deep and meaningful way, allowing us to comfort, guide, and support those who face similar challenges. In this way, trials are not only for our personal growth, but also for the betterment of those around us. Our experiences, when handled with faith and patience, can inspire others to remain steadfast and hopeful in their own moments of difficulty. It is essential to remember that no trial is greater than Allah's mercy. Even in the darkest moments, there is a hidden blessing. Perhaps the trial is redirecting us from harm, or preparing us for a better opportunity, or strengthening our reliance on Allah. Every hardship carries wisdom that may become clear with time, reflection, and patience. By trusting in Allah and understanding that every difficulty has a purpose, we transform our perspective. Pain is no longer simply a burden. It becomes a teacher, a guide, and a bridge to spiritual and emotional growth. So embrace life's trials with faith, patience, and hope. Recognize that Allah's wisdom is perfect, that His mercy is boundless, and that every challenge has a reason, even if it is not immediately apparent. When we see trials through the lens of faith, they lose their weight and become a source of strength, shaping us into individuals who are resilient, compassionate, and ever closer to Allah.